What's up, fellow Sambarians? What's up, guys? So I finally got some time um, to get on a boat. Now we're gonna rock around a little bit. I finally got some time to make the gauge face decals for the fuel and the temperature, coolant temp. And I made them for both versions. So if you have the style version 1, which is on my website, the one with the temp and the gas on separate sides, and version 2, where the temp and the gas is in one face. So let's just show you what I'm talking about. So here is a red face with white gauges. I just randomly picked colors because I just wanted to put this together and show that I do have them. So it's going to be in every color that I have for the gauge face. So maybe you like red and you want to match red. Maybe you want white and you want red and white. Whatever. You could do whatever the heck you want to do. I'm going to have all the color options on the website. So this video isn't going to be really showing you how to install them so much because I've already made a video showing you how to install them on that one. But here is version 2, which I'm going to show how to remove. Oh shoot, I left it inside still. But the that section down there in the corner that is missing, that is the fuel and the temp gauge. I have the plate still inside because I was just making it. I literally just made it, so I forgot it on the computer. But I will get that, and we will install said decal, which I made a blue one. And then I'll kind of show you guys how to remove the needles. So I got a purple face for the speedo, and then blue for the fuel and the coolant temp. But if you're wanting to do matching faces, now is your chance. If you've already taken your cluster apart and did the gauge face decal, then it's going to be a little bit easier the second time around because you know what you're doing. Or if you haven't pulled the trigger on buying it, and now you're like, ooh, now all the gauges are going to match, the colors, I should say. Here's your chance to get them all at one shot so you can do it at one time. I am going to tell you right now, the side with the car, which will either display your seatbelt symbol if you're not wearing your seatbelt, or the supercharged symbol if you are lucky enough to be supercharged. I'm not going to make one for that, and mainly because that piece is transparent slightly. That's why you get that red glow. I'll show you real quick what I'm talking about. See it, how it's glowing red right now? So it's like a red piece of vinyl or a red piece of plastic with a black sticker on it, and you can see that it just glows red when the light turns on. So I'm not going to be able to recreate that because my vinyl is gray, has a gray adhesive, which makes it I don't know if it's opaque or not opaque, where you can't see basically through it. It blocks light. So you should not be able to see light through the vinyl because it's gray backing. So I'm not going to be able to do one for that, unfortunately. So you're going to have two colored gauges and then a black circle, which I don't know. In my opinion, who cares? At least you have some matching colors for the other faces. But yeah, I'm going to go grab that piece real quick, show you how to install it, show you how to remove the needles, and the best way to do that so you don't mess anything up. And I will have those up on my website to purchase. So hang tight. Let me go get the thing, and then we'll put it all together. All right, stop, collaborate, and listen. Ice is back with a brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of me tightly, flow like a harpoon daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? Yo, I don't know. Light up the stage, wax a chump like a candle. Blah, blah, blah. Vanilla Ice is a vandal. Alright, so let me put the gauges back on. so I can show you guys how to take them off. Okay. So basically, when you get the front cover off, okay, let's do this actually. So you watch my video and you see how to do it without removing the cluster, which if you want to change your LEDs, you can remove your cluster. And then once you remove your cluster, you can change the LEDs on the back. Change the lights to LEDs, make it super bright if you want to go that route. It's not necessary, but you can. But I think the best route prior to removing the needles, because the speedometer is pretty easy. You just let the needles set back at 0 when you put it back on. These ones, I'm not entirely sure. I forget what it looks like when the car is when it's in the car. I don't think the needle resets to empty every time you turn it off. I think it stays exactly where it was at. So I think what you should probably do prior to removing this plate is maybe take like some kind of make a mark or something. Put a piece of tape here. Put a mark where the needle was. And I think the cold and the hot is going to most likely sit, because what happens is this needle has a notch on it, so it can't go any farther. It can't go any farther than how it sits because it hits the plate. The needles are notched. So I think what you should possibly do before you take this off is put a piece of tape here, whatever. Mark where your needle was. So when you take this off, you can put the decal on the gauge on the face plate, and then you can eventually figure out where you need to put the needle back. Or better yet, just take a picture. Take a picture of it. See, kind of like a picture straight on. See where the needles were at. That way you can put the needles back in the right place. Because I cannot say for 100%. Like I said, this thing can only go so far because it's got notches. And you will see that when you take it apart. So this needle will not go past here, and it will not go past there. So I'm not sure if it's clocked at a certain spot on the motor that makes it go up and down, or if it can be anywhere, because that thing just moves regardless. So just to be better safe than sorry, take a picture, somehow figure out where the needle was at, then take the needles off. So when you put it back on, everything is where it's supposed to be prior to removing it. So this is what I was going to show, how to take this thing off. So basically, the easiest way to do this is to remove this speedometer first, because it's actually overlapping the temperature needle a little bit. So just to keep things from getting broken, you can do it without removing this plate. The screw is a little tough to get to, but you can pop it off. But if you're going to do it, you might as well just remove everything at one time. So let's get the speedometer needle off, which is kind of tricky. You just kind of have to work it. Okay. So if you saw, I pried at the base. Pry at the base of the needle. Don't pry anywhere other than this like mounting point. So pry that off. Then take your JIS small screwdriver and let's remove the speedometer. Those are a little bit longer screws than the other ones, so don't get them mixed up. You'll notice that the temp and the gas gauge screw, this is the speedometer screw, temp, gas gauge, smaller. So just make sure you keep stuff in order. Okay, so now we have our speedometer gauge off. So just for the sake of the video, I'm just going to put the decal on it. I had to save Patita. She got her foot stuck in one of the coils I took off of one of the K cars. I thought she broke her foot. Thank goodness she didn't. I accidentally grabbed the one with the trip, but that's fine. Same deal. So let's go ahead and put this on there as best as possible. It's not perfect, but whatever. You can be a little more perfect than me. Okay, so we got this on. We'll set that aside because now, like I said, this screw, one of these screws here, was kind of covered by the plate. So now you can take your screws out. So these guys are a little more difficult to remove. And like I said, before you do anything, try to mark or take a picture where these needles are. So when you take it off, you can kind of put it back where it was before, just in case it messes it up with the location. So what I do is I take the little plastic pry tool and get it under there, like carefully get it under these two spots right there, and kind of press down on the needle so it doesn't bend the needle, and then just pry it up. And then it will kind of like allow it to spin all the way around, and then we'll pull it off. So like I said, see, it's kind of notched. These got these notches that don't allow it to turn. You'll notice that. And we'll do that to both sides. This side, we can actually just get it on the other side. It looks like, very carefully. See that? I'm going to get it on that side, and then we're going to pull up. Boink. Being very careful not to break the needles. Just take your time, guys. Don't rush it. There's no rush. Just take your time. Okay, so got the screws out, and now I'll be right back again. Okay, ducks are going bonkers. Okay, so we're gonna do this blue one. So obviously clean up the plate really good, like with some isopropyl alcohol or something. Whoa. And line it up. I kind of have some dirt under there because I didn't clean it well, but you're gonna do better. So now we have that, which I did add since I've made this video. There's going to be an arrow right here. So if you notice on your car, some of you guys might not actually know this, and that's okay. But if you look at your normal car, you'll have your gas tank symbol, right? And there will be like an arrow next to it. Some people might not know, and that's okay. That arrow indicates where your filler is. So if you look and you see an arrow and you forget, you can always go, oh, it's on the left side, or it's on the right side, depending on where the arrow is pointing. And so for this case, the Sambar is going to have an arrow pointing to the left side. So I'll have these like an updated version with an arrow already. Prior to making this, I have now added that. So if you forget, you can just look at your gas symbol and be like, oh, it's on the left side. Okay, so now that we have this on there, that's going to look pretty cool. But like I said, you can get purple. You can mix and match whatever. You don't have to be solid if you don't want to. So now we're going to screw it back in. Okay, so those are screwed back in. So now let's put the needles back on before we go and put the other gauge on. So like I said, let's say we had a half a tank of gas. That's where we're going to set our needle. So just push it back on carefully. All right. And so when it's on there correctly, this should not go past the stops. It should get stuck. It should hit. So we got it at halfway. And we'll put this one back down. And like I said, if it's installed correctly, it won't go past the bottom out, the little stops. Okay, so we got that in there. Now, let's put our speedometer back in there, which again, it's got the cut for the trip. I had it. I just installed the wrong one because I'm a dingus. But make sure you get the correct one. And let's put the screws back in. Now the speedometer is a little bit trickier because depending on where you tighten it, you want to just kind of, let's see here. You kind of want to, so you kind of want to push it on there just a little bit and then see, let's see here. This one's kind of tricky. There we go. So you kind of set it on there and then give it a little flick and see if it goes back to 0. And we're pretty much dead nut 0. So if that's the case, let's push it on a little tighter. Now I can put the face back together, which is all just snaps. And this one actually has a couple of screws. What's going on here? So this one has a couple of, yeah, they both do. So you got your two screws up here and then all your snaps. So you'll snap it back together. My alignment's not perfect on the gauge face, so you kind of see a little bit of white there. That's why just be careful when you put it on there. Get it lined up pretty well. And then you put the plastic cover back on. And there you go. So now we got blue. You could do purple and have matching purple and purple, or blue and blue, or whatever. Make sure you get the one without the trip. This is just going to be as it is because, like I said, that color, it's like a red plastic, so you got to be able to see the thing. Oh my gosh, I'll be right back again. I don't know what it is, but the patitos are going crazy. So yeah, there you go. There you have it. Different color faces depending on what color you want. Now they can all be switched. And just wanted to show, you know, that it is available now. And that's how you remove the needles. Very carefully get yourself a nice plastic trim piece removal toolkit. You need it regardless if you're pulling panels off and stuff in your Sambar. It's really nice to have this stuff so you don't scratch or gouge anything by using a screwdriver or a pick or something. These are super helpful. And yeah, that's actually really, really cool. So now I'm gonna have to take mine apart so I can do matching gauge faces across the board. So cool. Thanks for watching, guys. Sorry that took so long. I apologize that now you're gonna have to take it apart again if you do want the pieces. I mean the matching gauges, but the matching faces. But I just finally got some time to do it. So it is done and it is on the website, okgarage.com. Thank you so much, everyone, for the support, for liking the videos and subscribing. That helps out majorly with the growth of OK Garage. All right, get customizing, my Sambarians, and yeah, that's it. See y'all on the next one.